DR Congo played against England and was knocked out in the knockout stage. They were playing so well up until the 75 minutes, and then they conceded 2 goals. Harry Kane scored twice. Then we moved from there to Senegal. Senegal was leading with 2 goals. Wonderful match, well played, defense, everything was going well up until the 85 minutes, and then they conceded 1 goal. At the 88th minute, they conceded the second goal and then played extra time. And just 2 minutes to the end of the match, they gave away an unnecessary penalty. How bad can it be? No, tell me, how bad can it be? How can this African team that we've been praising and supporting from the start of this match, like even their group stage was good. How can you move from group stage to knockout stage and then get knocked out by a very low team, a small team, Belgium? How? How do you lead and then lose at the end of the game? Like, this is the same Senegal that is supposed to be Africa's best team. I mean, what's going on? How can you have 3 African teams get knocked out back to back in a knockout stage? And you are looking at us and seeing and wondering why Morocco distance themselves from Africans. They don't tag themselves as Africans. You are surprised. Don't be surprised, because it has to be a cause. You know, if it's not a cause, then somebody jinxed us. Because tell me what's going on. How can you play a beautiful match and just lose it like that? That was the most heartbreaking match I have ever watched. Honestly disheartening and not encouraging at all. How do you lose focus? And that's the problem with African teams. You play a match and because you're leading, you lose focus, you lose concentration. Sometimes they are too scared to even counter attack. Too scared. Every time you see an African team playing, they are always defending, because that's the best thing that they can do. They can't attack. They can't play well. They can't take up the challenge. They cannot be bold enough and go for it. Who told you they are better than you? Who told you England is better than you? No, tell me, who told you Spain is better than you? Who? Because somebody has to jinx you for you to be scared of challenging your fellow man. Same numbers of players. I was furious after the match, and so I posted a voice note on my WhatsApp, and I posted a status on my WhatsApp, and I got some response, which I'm going to be reading out for you to see how painful. Someone said, I watched the match with my father. He has always been rooting for African countries with so much hope and joy that they play well. He believes Africa can win the World Cup. He was so happy yesterday until Senegal did their thing. He was so heartbroken that he didn't say a word and just went to bed. How bad can that be? That must be really heartbreaking for the old man, because imagine me feeling heartbroken by that. How much more an elderly person, a man who really is into this football thing. Let's read another comment from someone. Let's read. African teams, including your beloved Nigeria, has a perennial footballing problem of concealing goals in the last 25 minutes of most games. How they haven't come to realize and fix this even at a global football gathering like this Mondial is a serious concern. DR Congo led all the way till 75th minute but conceded 2 goals in the last 20 minutes of the game. Same with Ivory Coast, lost in extra time. Now Senegal, 2 goal leads, lost concentration and lost 2 goals to 3 goals against Belgium. On Friday, on Friday 3rd, African teams will file out. Same thing may happen. They will concede defeat from the 75th minute. How sad. But how can you concede a goal 25 minutes to the end of a match? I'm a big fan of the African teams, but the way things are going, we might just be knocked out before round of 16. The only African country that have succeeded in entering the round of 16 is Morocco. Wonderful for them. Let's move on. I think I've been angry enough for 2 nights. I really don't want to continue with that anger. Moving on to the interesting matches. USA. See, people are not really rating this US team. It seems like they came with a plan and the plan is working for them. They are playing on a low. And the thing is, US, they like all these fast game. And that's why it's working for them. I don't know why people have not seen it yet, but they came to this World Cup with big ambitions, and I am not joking. There was an interview with the US coach where he was asked, "What are your ambitions for this World Cup?" And his response was surprising. The answer he gave was, why not us? And really, why not because US? They've been playing very well and winning their matches back to back. The fans seems to be cheering them up very well. The players are very passionate about the game, and it's just so good to watch. It's good to see how they counter-attack. Like, they are always counter-attacking their opponents. And their knockout game, they played very well. They played against Bosnia with a wonderful performance. They won the match 2-0. Unfortunately, Balogun got a red card and he's not going to play in the round of 16, and that's very unfortunate for the US team because he seems to be their key player. He's always pressing, he's very good, he's a great attacker and he scores goals wonderfully well. So that's going to be a loss for the US team. I really wonder what is going to happen in the round of 16 without Balogun, their key star. But we also need to look into these referees because tell me why the same thing that Balogun did, which he was red carded for, it was the same thing Messi has done in one of these matches and he was not given a red card for. So tell me why we should not look into these referees. Why in the Senegal and Belgium match, the ref gave a penalty when it wasn't supposed to be a penalty. I mean, it was a very soft penalty. So why did he have to? Seriously, we need to look into all these referees. Might probably lose more African teams in this knockout stage, and it's just unfortunate.